You already take magnesium. Smart move. But here's the thing. Not all Mag-Gly is created equal. Solaray's magnesium glycinate is fully chelated, never blended or buffered. That means it's actually designed for optimal absorption and gentle digestion. If you're ready to upgrade your muscle, bone, and relaxation support, choose a quality Mag-Gly that's perfectly chelated for ultimate absorption. Shop Solaray Magnesium Glycinate on Amazon or solaray.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Busted appliance? This is your sign to upgrade. Shop at Lowe's to get up to 35% off and next day delivery on hundreds of major appliances. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 3/18 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. Order by 4 p.m. Available Monday through Saturday. Subject to availability. Fees, exclusions, and restrictions apply. See Lowe's.com/appliance delivery for more details.
Visit your nearby Lowe's on East 17th Avenue in Hutchinson.
Support for the show comes from Public, the investing platform for those who take it seriously. On Public, you can build a multi-asset portfolio of stocks, bonds, options, crypto, and now generated assets, which allow you to turn any idea into an investable index with AI. It all starts with your prompt. From renewable energy companies with high free cash flow to semiconductor suppliers growing revenue over 20% year over year, you can literally type any prompt and put the AI to work. It screens thousands of stocks, builds a one-of-a-kind index, and lets you backtest it against the S&P 500. Then you can invest in a few clicks. Generated assets are like ETFs with infinite possibilities, completely customizable and based on your thesis, not someone else's. Go to public.com/podcast and earn an uncapped 1% bonus when you transfer your portfolio. That's public.com/podcast. Paid for by Public Investing. Brokerage services by Open to the Public Investing Inc. Member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services by Public Advisors LLC, SEC registered advisor. Generated assets is an interactive analysis tool. Output is for informational purposes only and is not an investment recommendation or advice. Complete disclosures available at public.com/disclosures.
Ready to feel healthy this year? Find everything you need at loseweightnow.co. Orderly Meds gives you access to proven GLP-1 medications at a lower cost, backed by real medical professionals. And yes, they ship in discreet, private packaging because it's nobody's business how you're improving yourself. And your journey deserves dignity, privacy, and confidence. Get started today at loseweightnow.co. Individual results may vary. Visit loseweightnow.co and get started today. That's loseweightnow.co.
Reminiscence, a mission, this day and age. Kelly and Thelma, and we're turning the page. We're talking family matters, it's about those times. Telling what happened, read between the lines. Come on by with Kelly and me. Welcome to the family. Take us out, Kelly.
Welcome to the family, y'all.
Welcome. I'm Kelly.
And I'm Thelma.
And in the 90s, we both starred in a sitcom called Family Matters.
Now, for today, we rewatched Season 1, Episode 15, The Big Reunion.
But before we get into that, you know I got to know, what's up, Thelma?
Girl, let me tell you about this. Your faux bro. Now, for those of you who don't know, faux bro is my son, JD, who is one of the producers on this podcast. But anyway, your brother came running into the house and tells me that he was at the Mongolian barbecue near us. And he saw a girl with, get this, a Steve Urkel tattoo taking up the majority of her calf. And I don't mean her little cow. I mean her actual calf. Can you believe that? I mean, this is real stuff, girl. So, of course, you know, he tackled her. Well, hopefully he didn't actually tackle her.
Right.
But we did have to have her on and get the full backstory on this. So she agreed, and we will be having her on later this episode, girl.
All right.
Yes. In the meantime, my sister,
yes,
what is up with my baby? What's up with you, girl?
Well, what's up with me is that I think I finally begin to see some of the holes in me and Hannibal's parenting.
Uh-oh. What's the biggest hole? Well,
the biggest hole is, as you know, and I've talked about it on here, is that, you know, I'm not a less is more person.
No, you are not.
But I'm surprised at how my 15-year-old daughter, a person that I've actually fed from my own body, how many ways that she can actually tell me that I'm tacky.
You know what?
So let me know, but I need to know this from you. You're my mom.
Don't put me in it.
Am I tacky? Yes or no?
You wear a lot of stuff at one time, but it's all good stuff. It's all expensive stuff. And somehow you carry it off. I told you I saw you in a look once. I didn't even know it was you. You
thought
had
I was
on
Mr.
hats
T.
and belts and boots and earrings and necklaces. And I was like, is that Kelly?
Right.
Up under that.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm going to just take
But
what you
you
said.
know, your daughter is very chi-chi. Yeah, I can tell.
Oh,
She's
yes.
very bougie. She likes
And
her
very
stuff
curated.
just so. I
Mhm.
think she might have got some of that from her daddy. What you think?
Perhaps.
Perhaps a little bit. Today's episode is called The Big Reunion. Now, it was written by Alan Eisenstock and Larry Mintz and directed by none other than Richard Carell, our boy.
Right.
It aired on January 19th, 1990.
Mm-hmm.
Now, our crack research team found out a very interesting tidbit. This episode was the highest so far in terms of viewership, reaching over 26 million viewers. Now, for context, the number one show that week was The Cosby Show, which had 38 million viewers. So 26 million viewers would have easily put Family Matters in the top 20. So we were definitely starting to find our stride, it looks like, with our audience.
Right.
But what music was playing on the radio at that time, Kelly?
Well, the number one song on the Billboard R&B charts were the same as the previous week. I'll Be Good to You by Quincy Jones, featuring Ray Charles and Shaka Khan in the top single, Tender Lover, by Babyface.
Babyface was doing it during this decade.
Babe, you know what? You used to put that album on all the time we used to go riding.
Mm-hmm. That's a good
You played
ride.
that album out.
Yes. We definitely contributed to his largesse.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Oh, let me tell you what else happened that day, Kelly.
Okay.
Miles Horton passed away. Now, for those of you who don't know, he was an activist and teacher who founded the Highlander Folk School, which was a training ground for civil rights leaders like Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks. Can you believe that? Rosa studied with Horton right before the famous Montgomery bus boycott in 1955. So that's really something.
Oh, yeah. So Carl didn't go to the Highlander Folk School, but he did go to high school. So in this episode, Carl gets ready for his high school reunion.
All right, girl. That was a good segue. Let's get into it.
So in the cold open, Steve plays basketball with Eddie. He spins the ball on his finger. He actually get that part right. But right after that, it falls into Laura's cereal.
He's not even in the rest of the episode. But you know what I noticed? This was the first time that his "Did I do that?" got an answer, and it was from you. I think he said, "Did I do that?" You said something about, no, that was a prize that came in the cereal box or something like that. I think that's one of the only times that we get an answer besides the look that we usually give him, because of course he did that.
Right. I guess that's when the phrase started taking over the show.
Yeah.
Catchphrase.
And you remember, I mean, he really was a good basketball player, still is.
Oh,
of course.
absolutely.
Because when we were at Warner Brothers on the lot, I remember him out there with George Clooney and all of them just playing basketball. You had to get out of the way because they were rough. I mean, they played hard in that little space.
I remember the producers told him, "Listen, baby, you ain't getting paid to get out here and play basketball. You need to get it in and get
Except
this
on
work."
camera. Except on camera.
So did you also notice, even though that the episode was written by two Jewish writers, the joke after he spun the ball about him being beat out by a girl,
Sheila Schwartz, are we talking?
Sheila Schwartz, where they actually made fun of women and Jewish people.
And Jewish people.
In the same
as
joke.
Jewish men.
Right.
On a show about black people.
Yeah.
So they had covered everything.
Right. For us, by us, the Jewish version.
For us, but about you. Yes. I said, but you know, we had so many Jewish writers, if you think about it. We had quite a few, and directors.
Do you think that kind of stuff would fly right now?
Oh, girl, no. Nothing flies right now.
Yeah.
Not even airplanes. So, so no, I don't think that would get over. But at the time, I don't think it was offensive. Maybe it was offensive to some people, but like I said, the Jewish boys wrote it and they loved it. And we, you know, if it's on the page, we read it. So
Right.
that's what it was.
But now, baby, you try to do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Grand opening, grand closing, you off the air. Bye-bye.
But anyway.
Okay, the phone rings.
Oh, yes. The old phone ring and the Darnells. Now, I thought that was hilarious that
Yes.
everybody was named Darnell.
Except Carl.
Except Carl.
It was one of the several Darnells in his high school singing group.
Mm-hmm.
And they had organized a class reunion, which he was going to be attending and performing at.
Well, he didn't want to go. I mean, he didn't want to go because he's in his head already thinking, well, now I'm fat. gain weight. I'm going to go and they're going to make fun of me because one of his things was that they were all athletes and he wasn't, So he doesn't want to go. He tells Harriet he does not want to go and finally admits why he doesn't want to go.
But I know you showed up at every class reunion, baby, because you're so flawless.
I did not.
Why?
It seemed like every class reunion, I was always working. I think I went to one, but I was always working.
Oh, really?
Life's
Baby,
tough.
I would have put a Zoom call together, baby. Look at me, child, because I'm
Honey, I was pre-Zoom. I'm sorry. And I don't mean PRESUME. I mean pre-Zoom.
Okay.
We wasn't doing that back then.
Gotcha. So he's put on a couple pounds. He don't want to show up.
And they say that Carl gained a few pounds, but I have to look up the word few because it might have been a few more than a few at that point in his life.
Oh, my God. I wonder how he felt about all the fat jokes.
I wish we had talked about that with him to find out what he really felt about that. Because I know I didn't. Did you ever do that? Did you ever speak to him about weight or anything like that?
No, but I wonder if because yes, it's a character, but you're the character. Even though you're playing a character, it's really you. They're making a comment on the way that you look as a person.
Yeah.
So I wonder.
But you're still the person. Yeah.
Correct.
So you still have those feelings.
Sure.
Because, I don't know, Kel. I don't think it bothered him. Well, I shouldn't say because I never asked him that, but I didn't think it did. Nothing seemed to bother any of us when we were getting paid, now that I think about it. They could say just about anything.
You're ugly. You're right. Is my check in the mail?
Right. Then I'm fat. I'd have been fat to that paycheck.
Right. So then Rachel comes in from her workout with the Megan Stallion before Megan Stallion body of life. Baby, you was killing it.
Child, I was skinny. That's all that skinny.
No, baby.
Skinny and youth, honey. Because
No.
I did work out at that time and I did deserve those arms at that time.
Baby, but it was the waistline and you still had body too.
I had booty. Not necessarily body.
Booty, same
but
thing.
my arms was working out. My arms was, But that's when I was into it. I was young. I thought I would last like that forever.
Right.
It did not happen.
Yes, it did. Let me tell y'all people something. If you ever want to kill yourself, go working out with Thelma. In my prime as a teenager, she get you out there working out. Honey, Thelma will walk you down, work you out, make you feel like a nut. At this time, I was running 7 miles and I still couldn't keep up with her.
Well, we were doing Pilates and everything then. I mean, we were on one. It was easy to do. I got on a Pilates machine the other day. They almost had to take me to the hospital when I got off of it.
Because that's how hard you go. You think you're an Olympian.
No, that's how hard it is.
All right.
I would go harder if I could. Times have changed, Kelly. But back to the actual show.
Back to the show. Okay. So Harriet suggests that Rachel help Carl lose weight before the reunion. Now, until now, every time that you and Carl hook up, it's always a disaster.
What disaster? What? He's the one that's always causing stuff. What did I do?
Have you been watching the show?
Yeah, but all I saw was him messing up, not me. Oh, the car.
The car
Okay,
episode,
maybe a couple of times.
Those daggone pastries.
Okay, so I broke a window.
Everything that you put your hand
All
on.
right.
You was the first Urkel.
So you have a point. But, I don't know why you got to be talking about she's flighty and all that stuff. I mean, I think of her as eternally optimistic.
Okay.
And a little crazy.
A little bit.
But Harriet must be crazy, too, because she suggested it, insisted on it.
Right. And she, of all people, knew how crazy Rachel was.
I wonder if she was in the cups back then. Do you think she was in the cups during this episode?
That part.
So we get to dinner.
Right.
And of course, poor Carl. Mm-hmm. Carl isn't allowed to have anything, but everything has to go past him to get to whoever it's going to, which I thought was hilarious.
Right. And they had lasagna.
And I don't know why they would even bother to have me try to cook anything since everything I cook is messed up. Right. I wouldn't have even eaten what I put in front of him.
Right.
I mean, she could have put a piece of chicken, some protein, something on the plate.
Right, baby.
Who gonna eat 3 stalks of asparagus and 2 stalks of broccoli and call it a day? Now, there was nothing else for him to do but break out in the middle of the night and have a nervous breakdown trying to find food.
Right, so next thing we see him come downstairs looking for a snack. The refrigerator is padlocked.
And there are notes on it for him. Nice try. Go to bed.
Right. Then he checks his candy stash.
'Cause
No
he
there.
thinks nobody knows where it is.
Right. So then he finally resorts to the baby food that he finds of Little Richard.
Shameful. Shameful. But he's so eager to get into the baby food that he ends up pulling the cutlery drawer out and, of course, waking up the entire house. We were probably awake anyway because we probably heard him go past the door.
Oh, yeah.
Harry probably called me and said, okay, he's out.
You know all black women sleep like a cat. As soon as anybody says, who is that? Somebody in my refrigerator.
Close that door. I mean, I talk to the dogs like that. Sometimes I wake up and one of them's like chewing or something. I stop that. And they do. But black women do have that radar.
Right. Something's off. So the next scene, we see him just cycling away on the bike. But also, did you notice he didn't have a drop of sweat on him?
I had been on that bike cycling and then had to jump the bike over to the cupcake and back. I'd have been sweating. So if you notice, I remember seeing, now this is crazy.
What?
He and Joe may really be related or something. Joe Marie could go to the gym in full makeup and not sweat. I don't even know how she did it. That girl be at the gym,
Listen.
full face, on the treadmill. I'm dripping.
Right.
She just,
But it's the way she put her makeup on. I don't think people ever knew. They never had the makeup people do her makeup. She does her own makeup, baby. She know how to beat that face down. And it never moved.
never. You know, if it don't move at the gym, it ain't going nowhere.
Right.
So we do a weigh-in with Carl. What is up with Mother Winslow? How the heck she gonna be weighing the same thing now? I mean, well, not now, but then that she weighed in 1947.
But she looked exactly the same as she looked on Give Me a Break. So maybe it's the weight and the look.
Maybe so. She had it
like
going
a
on.
time capsule within a person.
But she convinces Carl that the weight machine is correct and he can go ahead and hop on it. And hey,
He lost
somebody
11
lost
pounds.
11 pounds. I want now. Who helped him lose that weight?
The body.
Oh,
Rachel
okay.
the Stallion.
Thank you. Give credit. Give me my flower. I mean, give Rachel her flowers while she's here. I mean, he looks good and he's great. He's fine with it until he finds out that now
Right.
Darnell wants him to sing.
Right.
So he doesn't want to go now because it was one thing to be there. It's
Right.
another thing to be there in
On
front
the
of
stage.
everyone else.
Yeah, sing.
And I get that. Yeah, so he decides that he's going to give it up.
Right. He's quitting again. He don't want to go to the reunion.
So to prove it, he does what Carl does best.
Eat ice cream.
A tub of ice cream. Not a bowl, not a cone, a tub. But as so often happens, Harriet
Yeah.
is the voice of reason.
Yeah,
Well, you
yeah.
talk about your mama. You know how your mama is.
Yeah, always. Baby, anytime she talks, you hear that music going.
Cue the violin.
Cue the violins. And when you talk to me, I hear the same music. You know that.
Oh, girl.
The voice of
now,
reason.
Now you gonna make me put you in my wheel. Lord help me. Sorry, bro. You got a shot.
Nah, baby. Yeah, my goodness.
But you know, like you said, we laugh about it, but you know, there's a lot of distress around weight. And I think it's a good thing that in this part of the episode, we really get a chance for Harriet to remind us what's really important. Even when we have our hangups and even when we have things that we might not be
Right.
the happiest about. And I love that about this family, that they always kind of circle back. They always care. And it's obvious that they care. And Harriet's just great at pulling her man back together, I'd say.
What do you think about the commentary on the obsession with being thin and the whole?
Well, you know, and during that time, it was really, and not so much for men, although men were scrutinized as well. But I think the conversation was timely because that was such a big thing. I was thin because I was on television. And I remember once when I had gained 10 pounds and it just freaked me out because I was going to look heavy on TV. I mean, there was such a, I don't even know what to call it, an obsession, really. With looking a certain way, being a certain size, wearing a certain size, you know, all that bragging about if you wore a 0. Never happened to me, so I don't know what that even looks like. But yeah, there was a lot of pressure during that period of time. You were too young at that point, but I'm sure as you got older, you ran into it too.
Oh, you
Where
know
as
it.
women,
And I've had conversations with you about it.
yeah, we're always scrutinized like that. And the other side of that is that now that I'm older, while we were out, remember I found out I'd lost all this weight and that freaked me,
Correct.
freaked me out because, you know, now I don't want to be too thin. Then I was all about being thin.
Right.
But yeah, that was a big deal. That, like I said, we've talked about it. You've gone through it as well. We were expected to look a certain way no matter what.
Sure. But I think it's also the work of art to mirror what life looks like.
Mhm.
And oftentimes it doesn't show up in art because it doesn't look good on screen.
Exactly.
Like I remember watching the movie Monsters Ball.
Mhm.
Like, what person who's had a life like Halle Berry's character looks like a supermodel
Okay.
and looks that good naked?
You know, well, certainly ain't me. I wouldn't have
Oh, cut it out.
happening in my life.
Cut it out.
Oh, yeah, dramatic license, you
Right.
know. Look pretty, no matter what.
Yeah, it's a struggle. Because, I mean, after I had kids, it's, I'm walking around with a little bit more butt and gut than normal.
But that's normal. And see, that's the thing. You couldn't be normal.
Mm.
I remember during that time when women had babies and they'd be bragging about they got back to work in 6 weeks and stomach was flat and all that. And I was like, how do you do that,
Right.
though? You know, that is not realistic. I think now we're allowed to be more of who we really are on TV.
Sure.
I think
Yeah.
the episode itself pointed out our thoughts about body image and body positivity and self-acceptance. And self-acceptance is probably the hardest part of those three,
Absolutely.
to accept that this is me and to really be good with that and make it work for you. That's a mindset there.
And now they probably would have had 100 Ozempic commercials to follow.
You know
baby.
that, honey, Manjaro
And everything else.
everything. Everybody been skinny.
You want to not be this, baby. I got something for you. I think it's also that, because we usually talk about it from a woman's perspective, how women have to look a certain way. I think that it was really interesting that we explored it from a man's perspective.
Right.
Usually on television, people don't discuss that at all.
No, not the men. It's always the women.
It's okay for them to be heavier.
No, they dog them out too nowadays. I mean, the media is cruel.
Not in the same way, though.
Well, that's true. That's true. Well, I've tried diets. I used to do the Jell-O and toast diet. I could do Jell-O and toast for 3 days and lose 5 pounds until I turned like 40. Then I could eat Jell-O and toast and gain 5 pounds. So I somewhere in there, my body started rebelling against me, and that all changed. But I mean, I was doing the zone diet, where you're getting the deliveries every day. I tried all of that, and really, it turns out all I had to do was get old.
Right.
Got thin right up.
Well, I'm sure I've tried everything, including the new shots,
And
and it don't work.
it does not work for everyone. I think that
Baby, because as soon as you get off them shots, baby, you shoot right back up because it's actually eating away at your muscle. So, I mean, I wonder why at this time in life where you can basically grow any vital organ apart from yourself, why we haven't figured out how to lose weight without diet and exercise.
well, there's always liposuction. That's
But then it come back.
but then it comes back.
And I think at this point, like, because of the way we socialize, specifically, I think Black people, you really socialize around food and like having a good time. I think that's a part of good living.
It's
Like, I enjoy a great meal with good folks.
It's part of our culture. I mean, we do everything around food.
You said something that I really loved a couple minutes ago about how Black women always seem to hold our men together, hold the whole thing together, and how we know how to say the right thing and build them up.
Yeah.
Where do you think that comes from, and why have we developed that skill in this way?
Black women have always had to be can-do. We have to be the foundation. I look at Black women as a foundation. And Harriet does it so beautifully with Carl because even though she can tease him about something, she knows exactly when she needs to come in and bolster him and nurture him and remind him who he is in her eyes and as a man. And I think we have had to knit together our families and knit together our children and our extended family and our men and everything. We've had to do all of that. So I think we're very good when we want to be nurturing, developing, reminding our families and our men their place in our lives, that It's not about your looks. It's
Right.
about your heart. It's
Yeah.
not about what you do.
Mhm.
It's about what you give.
Right.
And I think because we've had to work so hard,
Mhm.
it just comes naturally. And we were fortunate to have writers that really kind of show that. And on a weekly basis, it's not like this is the only show
Mhm.
where Harriet comes back and nurtures Carl, because she does it all the time. She does it with us.
Right.
So I think it's one of our gifts.
What do you think that comes from? Because we really do. You kind of like socialize people into certain behaviors in order to make the whole thing work.
Maybe it's deeply rooted. Maybe it's something that has been so ingrained in our mothers, our grandmothers, our great-grandmothers, that it's almost natural. I don't know other than that. What do you think?
If I don't do it, the whole thing falls apart.
There you go. Like I said,
Yeah.
we've had to knit, we've had to mend, we've had to pull and push.
That's a lot of irons in the fire, too. Keep up with that.
It is.
Because you're really managing all of these people and making sure that they do their part so that the whole thing doesn't crash.
That's why they say, a woman who's a stay-at-home mom doesn't really have a job. She's got
Maybe.
more jobs than the man does,
Correct.
because she's running everything while he's gone and when he gets back.
Mm-hmm.
You already take magnesium. Smart move. But here's the thing. Not all Mag-Gly is created equal. Solaray's magnesium glycinate is fully chelated, never blended or buffered. That means it's actually designed for optimal absorption and gentle digestion. If you're ready to upgrade your muscle, bone, and relaxation support, choose a quality Mag-Gly that's perfectly chelated for ultimate absorption. Shop Solaray Magnesium Glycinate on Amazon or solaray.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Support for the show comes from Public, the investing platform for those who take it seriously. On Public, you can build a multi-asset portfolio of stocks, bonds, options, crypto, and now generated assets, which allow you to turn any idea into an investable index with AI. It all starts with your prompt. From renewable energy companies with high free cash flow to semiconductor suppliers growing revenue over 20% year over year, you can literally type any prompt and put the AI to work. It screens thousands of stocks, builds a one-of-a-kind index, and lets you backtest it against the S&P 500. Then you can invest in a few clicks. Generated assets are like ETFs with infinite possibilities, completely customizable and based on your thesis, not someone else's. Go to public.com/podcast and earn an uncapped 1% bonus when you transfer your portfolio. That's public.com/podcast. Paid for by Public Investing. Brokerage services by Open to the Public Investing Inc. Member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services by Public Advisors LLC, SEC registered advisor. Generated assets is an interactive analysis tool. Output is for informational purposes only and is not an investment recommendation or advice. Complete disclosures available at public.com/disclosures.
If you're struggling with weight loss, start your journey at loseweightnow.co, because Orderly Meds helps people get real results with proven GLP-1 semaglutide starting for as little as $74 a month. No waiting rooms, no confusion, just real support and guidance you can count on all year long. Get started today at loseweightnow.co. Individual results may vary. Visit loseweightnow.co and get started today. That's loseweightnow.co.
Hi, I'm Cindy Crawford, and I'm the founder of Meaningful Beauty. Well, I don't know about you, but I never liked being told, oh, wow, you look so good for your age. Why even bother saying that? Why don't you just say you look great at any age, every age? That's what Meaningful Beauty is all about. We create products that make you feel confident in your skin at the age you are now.
Meaningful Beauty. Beautiful skin at every age. Learn more at meaningfulbeauty.com.
So, girl, now we get to see what happens at the reunion.
Yes.
Now, when we get there, it doesn't seem like there's much happening at the reunion other than, Carl bumping into people that he knows and does not know.
Right.
I think it's hysterical that the class Romeo and Juliet get into a fight right in front of him and Harriet.
Baby.
And she demands a divorce.
And walks out.
Off to a good start.
Well, at least
Wow.
Carl has a good marriage. So he's already winning.
He does have that, doesn't he?
So then one of the Darnells finds Carl.
Right.
And clearly he's put on a couple pounds too.
Which cheers Carl right up. Did you notice? He got a little cheesy grin there. Turns out he's the skinny one. Now, you know that had to be the case. You know it did.
Right.
But then I was cracking up at the other Darnells when they showed up because they were extremely hefty.
Right.
They've been eating good since he saw them last. So he was just in heaven, you know. He's the thin one.
Right.
I loved another one of Harriet's lines that I love when Darnell number 3 said, "And you must be Harriet." And Harriet said, "If it's easier for you, you can call me Darnell." Darnell, hey Darnell. So funny. And Carl sing.
Baby.
Wait a minute.
Tear that thing up.
And he raps. Well, you kind of rap. It was
He sing
rap.
Right.
Right. It was pre-now rap.
Right.
And you know I was into it because they're doing a Motown song. Come on now.
Yes.
The Contours. Yes. Do You Love Me? And I was surprised pleasantly at Carl's performance.
Oh, yeah.
He did a good job.
He was a musical theater guy, too, back in the day when he was a theater guy.
But you forget about that because you never really see him doing that. But he looked like he was really having fun.
He did.
I wasn't there for that scene. Were you there?
No, we weren't there, but we watched it.
Yeah.
They sounded great, right?
It was really good. And they did it all the way out, too. And in key. I couldn't even rag on nobody. I mean, they were actually singing. So that was a pleasant surprise and a great ending to a show, a different kind of ending than we usually have. I love that he grabbed Harriet at the end and brought her up. I thought she was going to break out and start singing because you know she will.
Baby.
You know she'll be up there throwing down, girl.
Listen,
you know she will.
I really love this episode.
I was pleasantly surprised at Reggie. And he looked like he was having such a good time.
He did.
It's just half the fun of being on stage, you know, when you're enjoying it. And the guys were enjoying it. You could tell they were really into it.
Mm-hmm. Now it's time for some funky facts. You got anything for me, Tim?
Oh, girl, we have some real in the family facts. As you know how our people roll, honey.
Give it to me.
Eagle-eyed viewers may have noticed in the end credits that there were special music arrangements by Howard McCrary.
Really?
Howard McCrary is none other than Darius McCrary's daddy. That's right.
Yeah.
And you may not know this, but Darius McCrary's daddy, Howard McCrary, is a Grammy Award nominated singer and arranger who has worked with Chaka Khan, Quincy Jones, Michael Jackson, Earth, Wind and Fire, more big names, and Family Matters.
Correct.
He did all of that. He was also, now this tripped me out, he was also one of the original and official voices of the California Raisins.
Stop.
Girl, do you remember that commercial, that ad campaign?
Absolutely.
People, we teaching you. We just dropping knowledge all over the place. I hear your brain sizzling from all this info. But isn't that crazy?
Yes.
And, you know, it's so funny because Howard McCrary is a beast. I mean, piano, music, sing. I remember I was at a funeral and I heard somebody singing. And I was like, who is that blowing like that at a funeral? It was Howard.
But Darius's whole family is a musical family. They're very
my God,
talented.
they're so talented. Darius can sing his behind off, too.
Absolutely.
He can sing.
You can't help it. It's in the blood.
It's in the blood. It is in the blood.
So, you guys, as mentioned on the top of the show, today we have another segment of Y'all in the Family. And on today's edition, we're happy to welcome our friend, Kelly. Not me, the other Kelly.
Yeah.
So, welcome to the show, Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly.
Welcome, twin.
Oh, Rachel.
Hi, honey. Kelly Williams. Me, Kelly, the Kelly.
Now I get to call you all the nicknames that my family calls me. Kelly Cakes, Kelzers. What's up, Kels?
This is crazy.
Did you say we're crazy? Because you are absolutely right if that's what you said.
This is crazy.
Why?
How you
grew up on
doing?
this show, like, every day.
You didn't grow up on this show. You're too young.
I was born in 89.
89. So you were 0 years old when the show came on.
Well, you know this girl's probably only seen it in syndication.
Well, no, not live, of course. But yeah, as I got older and understand everything. Yeah.
Oh, well, thank
That's
you so much.
so
I'm so
cool.
glad you enjoyed this show. It's
Now,
so crazy.
The reason you're here, we gotta know. Let us see the tattoo, baby. We got to see it.
It's on my leg.
I
I
think we have a picture of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Holy moly. That is your entire calf.
Yeah, it is. It was so painful.
Wow.
It was painful. He almost didn't have suspenders.
For a minute, I was
You
like,
were going to crop the tattoo
I was gonna quit
because of the pain.
He was over with. It was just gonna be
Oh
shoulder
my God.
and face.
No, but first off, okay,
Kelly,
so
ask her.
why?
Why? Why him?
Why him?
I'm not gonna allow you to be mean to him today. You can't do that. You can't do that.
No, we're about to be.
We are never
we're about
mean to
question
him.
You forget him.
Okay.
We're going to dog you out. No.
What happened?
I don't know. I just watching his character in the show. I kind of like understood his storyline. I don't know. It kind of reflects on my life too.
Really?
Yeah, in a way.
Can you elaborate a little bit?
Sure.
And what is-
This not being accepted in some rooms, and he was still loving them, and he got treated bad, like, you know,
Mhm.
and he still loved them. He never changed, and yeah, I felt like that in my life too. I never fed in nowhere.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry to hear that. You seem like
It's okay.
a sweetheart. Now, do you have a big family? Mom, dad, all that sort of thing?
I do. They're still here.
Yeah.
But at that time growing up, my dad was absent. He was in jail. So
Mhm.
yeah,
So is that why you identify with the show? Like, because you identify with the character?
the character, yeah. Him.
Really?
That drew you in.
Yeah.
That's really
Yeah.
to see that character touched something else in people that we weren't even really thinking about that.
Right.
That somebody would be relating to an outcast character because he was the odd man out in so many ways.
All the time. And I'm still going through the same thing. But I think that's part of my plan. I'm not here to fit in. So I'm probably here to stand out.
I guess you're stuck with being authentically you, huh?
Yeah.
That's right.
Can I call you Laura?
Of course.
Ah, I love it.
But
That's
let me
so
tell you
cool.
something. When we interact with people, you know, after the show was over, this is the best part
Yeah.
of the show.
Right.
That you would identify with us in the way that you have.
Yeah.
It's so dope.
And not only that, but that we would actually get a chance to talk to you and have you share that with us, because when we were doing the show, this isn't something that we would get a chance to do that often, is to really talk to somebody who was affected by the show. We get more of that now, so it's really wonderful. I have to ask you, my son said he saw you, was it at a Mongolian barbecue
Yeah,
place?
Mongolian barbecue.
That
And
wasn't our...
I was just like getting my food, and then some guy, I just heard his voice. He's like, "Is that Urkel on your leg?" And then in my head, I'm like, "Duh!" Like I never turned around. I'm like, "Duh!" So I'm like, "Yeah, it is." He's like, "My mom played on that show," and I looked at him and I said, "Rachel." And he said, "Rachel."
Could you tell by his face?
There's no
that he
other
was-
person that was light skinned on the show. I'm sorry. I mean, there's only one person.
Are you joking?
Who else? He's not Harry. He doesn't look like Harry.
Oh my goodness.
And actually, I said, I used to be that color, and now I'm this color. So-
You guys look
Yeah.
just alike.
But wait a minute. We heard that you are a nail artist.
Yes, ma'am.
Can we see something?
Sure. These are all hand drawn. This is Bluey.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh! So you're doing the real deal.
And then I don't know if you guys watch Squid Games.
Oh my gosh! That's just a
so
little bit of fabulous.
Do you have any like contact information where people can find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Kels Did It. KELLZZDIDIT.
Nice. Do you know how much you done made all day, child?
Absolutely.
No, do you know how much you made my day? Like,
I hope
I'm
so.
actually talking to
the Aunt Rachel and Laura.
Hey, Rachel and Laura.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
You're
you
so
for
dope.
having me. You are too.
Are you kidding? It is our honor and pleasure to have you on and for you to share your story with us. So it's nice to get a chance to have a one-on-one with someone who is a fan, but really a part of our family. So we
Yes,
want
I
you to
am.
know that you are now an official friend of the family, Kelly.
Hey,
Thank you
let's
so
go.
much. Thank you for not running away when my son attacked you at the
Yeah,
restaurant.
I was just trying to get my food, my noodles, and he just came up to me like, "Is that Steve?" I'm like,
Okay.
"Yes, it is." You guys are so cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Kelsers.
Kelly.
Thanks for
Thank
coming
you.
on, man.
Thank you for having me.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's it for this week, but stay tuned.
Yeah, we're going to rewatch each episode of Family Matters week by week, so make sure to rewatch the show right along with us. You can catch it on Hulu and TBS and a bunch of other places.
Welcome to the Family with Telma and Kelly is a production of iHeart Podcasts and Audiation. It's hosted by me, Telma Hopkins.
And me, Kelly Williams.
Our executive producers are Sandy Smallins for Audiation, Adam Rip, J.D. Hopkins, who also happens to be my son and Kelly's faux bro, and Jonathan Strickland for iHeart Podcasts.
The show is produced by Telma and I, but our series producer is Ireland Meacham, and our theme song's lyrics were written by J.D. Hopkins and Adam Rip. The theme song was scored and mixed by Matt Noble, who's also our series mixer.
And we'd like to thank Nikki Etour and the entire iHeart Podcast team. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Follow us on Instagram at Welcome to the Family Pod for behind-the-scenes photos and more bonus content.
And don't forget to leave us a voicemail at our website, thefamilymatterspod.com. We want to hear your thoughts and favorite memories of the show. And let us know if you need advice, because we're good for some bad advice. We might be able to help you with your own family matters.
And make sure to rate and review us wherever you're listening. We are so excited to have you guys along for the ride.
Yes, welcome to the family, y'all. And we'll see you next time.
Welcome to the family.
Audiation.
Ready to feel healthier this year? Find everything you need at loseweightnow.co. Orderly Meds gives you access to proven GLP-1 medications at a lower cost, backed by real medical professionals. And yes, they ship in discreet, private packaging, because it's nobody's business how you're improving yourself. And your journey deserves dignity, privacy, and confidence. Get started today at loseweightnow.co. Individual results may vary. Visit loseweightnow.co and get started today. That's loseweightnow.co.
Every year, people make the same fitness goal, train harder. But most fail because recovery gets ignored, especially connective tissue that muscles depend on to grow. Frog Fuel was developed by Navy SEALs and perfected by a Stanford-trained scientist, delivering 15 grams of nanohydrolyzed collagen protein that digests in just 15 minutes. It's science-backed and ready to drink. No mixing, no sugar, no junk. This year, don't just train harder, recover smarter. Go to frogfuel.com. That's frogfuel.com. Stay unbreakable.
Janice Torres here.
And I'm Austin Hankwitz. We host the podcast Mind the Business Small Business Success Stories, produced by Ruby Studio in partnership with Intuit QuickBooks.
We're back for season 4 to talk to some incredible small business owners.
The big thing about working in tech is that it's ever evolving, ever changing. Everyone's a rookie. That's how fast the industry is changing. So what I'm really excited about is to be part of that change.
So listen on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
When you stay in your home, what you love gets to stay too. From the gardens that grow wild to the grandkids that run wilder. From the Friday night baseball games to the Sunday morning brunches. Even the daily crosswords and weekly book clubs. There's room for it all with help from Home Instead, the largest in-home senior care network with over 30 years of trusted experience delivering the peace of mind you deserve. Visit Home Instead online for a better what's next.
This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed Human.